As we're in the training center, same thing. We want to make sure we look around here because could be items hidden and we don't want to miss any. So for instance, oh, there's an urn. Let's check the urn. Nothing. Okay. We've still got our army of units, so we'll be fine. So before we do that, let's, yep, there's a treasure chest right here. Gold in it. And if we go over here, you'll see these everywhere in the game. Anytime you click on these flags, look at those faces right there. Every time you click on these flags, +6 leadership. You'll get a little bit of leadership added to your leadership total. So they're important to always get those. Because the more troops you have, the more successful you will be. So here's our necromancer. So I see another brave warrior approaches who wishes to separate me from life. But you will choose the way of darkness, or you will die. And you get a bunch of choices. You'll fight him no matter what, though. So, in the name of the Holy Inquisition, you will die, child of darkness. Even if you tell him you want to accept darkness, you still have to fight. Now this time there's an enemy hero over here. So if we go over him, we can see that he has an attack 1, a defense 0, and a 3 intellect. So the attack and defense, like usual, will buff his troops. The intellect will give bonuses to your magic powers. And also on this one to help you is, you see there's 2 treasure chests. If one of your units uses their turn going over and clicking on it, let's do a test right here because our horseman's so quick. You click on that, you'll open it and get whatever's inside of it. But it uses their turn up, so you have to be careful doing that. And you know what? Why don't we bless our unit here? That'll give him a bonus. And once again, you can see, if you're not sure, wait a minute, what's that do? Always click on them and see, and you can see down here what's affecting him. Causes the target to inflict maximum damage. So instead of the range, he's just going to do maximum. I don't remember what the range is on this. So like for instance, here's a good example where we'd use the wait command. So normally, you know, we could do a ranged attack, but if you look here, oh, we have a broken arrow. You guys can see that. That's because they're out of range of this unit. So what we'll do is we'll wait and let them get a little closer. Which will move them to the end. Oh, and something I'm going to show you too now, because the game does a poor job of telling you this, is if you press the Alt key, do you see these bars that are showing up on everybody? That shows you their health of the unit. And the more important thing is, do you see these numbers by them? Look, a 1, a 2... Wait, where's 3? 3's over here. A 3, a 4, a 5. This is the initiative order. So this guy's 1 because it's currently his turn. So we know that, oh, the peasants are going to go next. Okay. And then, oh, these skeletons will go next. And then these skeletons. And then these decaying zombies. And so on. So, it's just something to keep in mind so you know what order people are going to go in. Excuse me. You can see that the knight doesn't have a number because he's already gone this round. We'll move these knights up because they're slow. Yeah, so the horsemen have already gone, so they don't get a number. See, as you can see, the knights, they don't have a number. Oh, so like these guys use an ability called running, which is why they're getting to do a double move. Like it says down here, remember you can always see down here what's happening. It says decaying zombies to use running, so that's why they got to make a double move. Now you can see everybody's gone except for our bowmen because we told them to wait, and now at the end of the round they'll go next. So if a bunch of different units had all waited, let's say we had waited and these guys had waited and these guys had waited, all 3 units would then be sorted according to their initiatives again, and then go in that order. So the highest initiative would still get preference. So, oh, you can see now that we're doing full damage to all these units because now they're all in range, which is still a small amount because our bowmen are, there's only 3 of them, which is a pitiful amount, but it's there. And you can see here, see the numbers here, you can see that, oh, this will kill 18 of them, this will kill 17 of them. It tells you what you should kill. So the horsemen are so powerful they can wipe out any stack, except for these guys. So because these guys will survive, they get to counterattack, versus all these guys will not get to because they'll be dead. We'll run over here and kill them. The Inquisitor guys here can heal and they can bless, but you can see they can't do a bless again because it's got a cooldown on it of 1 more turn, so you've got to wait. But at least now they're in range. Everyone's in range now, and you can see our bowmen get to go again already because their initiative's still as high as it was. And now you can see that this unit's health is low. Now that's not the whole unit. If we right click on this guy, we can see his current health is 1. That's for only the 14th skeleton. So if we do 1 point of damage, he'll die and there'll be 13 skeletons left. And you'll see the health for the 13th skeleton, which I'll show you. So you can see now, oh, the 13th skeleton has like half of his health left. Oh, what the heck was that? So let's see. Oh, so our enemy Necromancer cast a spell called Magical Poleaxe, which just did a bunch of damage and killed them. So we can do the same thing. If we click on our spell book, like for instance, he gave us Flaming Arrow, so we could click on that, cast it on whoever we want. Let's say we click it on these guys. Bam! And we kill 9 skeletons. Perfect. Now you'll notice that this unit cannot attack. The reason for that is he only has 2 movement points, and you need at least 1 movement point to actually attack. So best he could go 1, 2. He's out of movement to do that third space for attacking. What I'm going to do actually is have him defend, and hopefully someone will attack him. And I'm actually going to move these guys back because they'll just be killed. I'll have them grab the treasure chest. Because we defended, we took less damage, but we still get our counterattack, which is incredibly powerful. But for instance, like this, because we killed them, you can see, you can't see it now, but they have an ability that did an AoE on everybody, including his friends, though it appears. So, we hold shift down, click, we can see Plague. The spell decreases the target's attack, defense, and health. The infected troop can infect anyone who touches it. So when that zombie died, he infected our guys and all the enemies. I'm not going to worry about getting infected because the horsemen will just run these guys down and we'll win in a second. But the horsemen could have become infected, which that ability wouldn't be good. So in this case, I'm actually going to wait. Mostly because I want this treasure. Because if those knights had attacked, they would have killed them. Oh, and that was totally worth it. We got a Rune of Might. Nice. Runes are definitely great to get, so you can fill that skill tree in. And, oh, you can see the plague spread to our horsemen there. Not that it matters because the battle's over. You can see we got 680 treasure, and this is just a book we got that proves we killed the Necromancer. He's dead. We looted the area already. So we'll go back. And we'll talk to Iron Richard again. So, what is Necromancer? Now intimately acquainted. Wait, so what? Is Necromancer... Some of the writing is not always the best. It's almost like it was translated. So what? Is the Necromancer now intimately acquainted with the death he so loved? Ah yes, I've killed the Necromancer and brought you the book. Fine, good job, Christian Tyler. By the way, did you happen to notice anything unusual about this Necromancer? I guess his aura. It was the aura of a priest. The undead creatures in his troop were afraid of their commander. You are right. Actually, it was not a necromancer at all. It was Father William, one of the temple's priors, who kindly agreed to play the role of the necromancer in the test. He's aged, naturally, and his spells don't work well with the undead. The point is, undead creatures under his command take more penalties. Does that mean I've killed Father William? Don't worry, it's not the first time he took part in the test. Actually, he is perfectly all right, and is waiting for the next student to come in. All right, give me the damned book. Here it is. What's the next test? Yes, only the final test remains. You know that ancient temples and abandoned treasuries are the main source of gold and rare magic artifacts and spells. So searching for treasures and artifacts will be our next step. Go into the catacombs. There are a few chests buried there, and in one of them there's a piece of my armor. You must bring it back, and the rest of the rags you can take for yourself. Is that clear? Thanks, buddy. Let's say it's clear, because I'll just go over how we do that. And you can see always our main quest that we've got going on, if you're ever curious or can't remember what was happening. If we walk forward a little bit here, we'll see a glow. See, there's a glow there, but if we walk away, it goes away. If we get close, it pops up. So anytime you see these glows, it means you're sensing that there's hidden treasure there. So you want to go on top of it, and on the map here, there's a dig button right here. So if you dig, ta-da, we found a cartwheel. We'll put that on. That's an item. So we'll go to our hero again. If you look at it, you'll get +2 to defense and -1 to intellect. But because we aren't playing a mage, the -1 to intellect isn't really that bad. I'd rather have the defense. But if you look on here, it says every 7 points of intellect increases magic damage by 10%, and every 15 points increases the duration of spells. So it's not really helping us because currently our magic sucks. Like later on it's better when you have more spells, because that's the thing too, is right now we have almost no spells. If you picked mage as your class, it's a little harder at the beginning of the game because you don't have access to a lot of spells. The mage is very slow and is definitely probably the hardest class to play at the beginning, but is incredibly powerful in the late game. Because once you get leveled up, he's very powerful with a lot of spells. Let's continue to look around. So we found some gold right here. Oh, and see, I almost missed something. There's a glow here. Let's dig. The chest turned out to be empty. How vexing! Well, that was terrible. So if we go over here, we can see the spider here. If we go over and right-click, we can see it says very weak, and it shows there's cave spiders, thorn hunters, and venomous spiders in the group. So very weak means we should be able to easily handle it. We can't see the numbers because our scouting skill is not high enough. So if we boost it more, eventually you'll be able to see how much there is. Let's dig. We got a clay bowl. I can't remember what that does. And because we're close enough to an enemy, you can see it got aggroed if we're close enough. If we get far enough away, it will eventually leave us. If something that's too strong for you starts chasing you, a lot of times you can outrun it. So this clay bowl gives you +5 to mana and -1 to intellect. It's a helmet. We could put it on, mostly because even though we're getting a -1 to intellect, none of your stats will go negative. Technically you can put it on. I don't know who would wear a clay bowl as a helmet, but that's a different problem. Let's actually go attack and clear these spiders out, because they're incredibly weak. So like in this case, if we wait and let these units get closer to us, we can attack, versus if we just move up here, they're going to attack us. So something too, if we click on here, you can see abilities, archer. That means this guy's a ranged attacker. All these other guys don't have anything like that, so only this guy's the only ranged attacker, so we can safely probably wait. And he'll have the same problem our archers had last time, where they got the As you can see, the broken arrow versus a solid arrow, so they're going to have a penalty if they shoot anybody without moving up. This guy finally move forward so we can just do full damage. Now these guys, the knights are really powerful, but as you can see, they're really slow. So a haste spell would be really nice. I'm going to have the peasants defend because, well, there's no point. If we move them up, they'll just be killed. So see, now these guys are all in range. Our horsemen can easily just run them down. And oh, that red there, that means you got a critical hit. And it's because we waited and our horsemen have the highest initiative. They went last, and then at the beginning of the round they get to go first. This can be really good with a powerful unit because it allows you to get a double attack off. And remember, because we're killing everybody, they don't even get a chance to do the counterattack. So because our units are so powerful, we're going to slow this unit down so he can't get to our weak guys in the back here. We can easily kill these guys. The horsemen and the knights, they're so powerful that these units have no chance. Boom! So this is what you want it to look like every time if you can make it happen. No casualties and everyone's dead on the enemy. Because there's only so many units in the game to recruit, so if you lose units too often, it can make the end game very difficult because you start to run out of units to recruit. Just want to search around. Anywhere that looks suspicious, you want to check there. Oh, yep, here's something. Look for that beam of light. You effectively have a treasure sense that lets you find the treasures. Old shoes, but like that. It's probably an item that gives you something. Yep, +1 to defense. I mean, your gear at the beginning is terrible, but hey, you can't say no to the +1. It's something. An artifact. You've taken the rusty knight's boot out of the chest. By the way, your Iron Master wears just the same boots as these. So we click on the quest thing, and it'll say quest log updated up here, which we can say now we need to return the boot. Now I know there's a spider somewhere here. We'll just kill him real quick. So once again, as you can see, you're probably seeing the grid doesn't really change ever. So having, like, there might be obstacles and things on it, but it doesn't get bigger. So having fast units like the horsemen here is always very powerful. You can see the venomous spiders are waiting. We're going to wait also. Because our horsemen have a higher initiative, they can force them to move first, pretty much. Nice. Okay, we're good. Like this. We're going to do this. We'll slow this unit down with our special ability. And if we go over him, we can see it says his speed is a 3 normally. Right now it's a 2 because of what we've done. So now we can charge these guys down. Bam. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th space attack. So as long as you've got that last point, I guess you could think of movement more as action points. Because you need that 5th point. Like if our horsemen only had 4 movement, they couldn't get there. As you can see, by using our horsemen very efficiently, we pretty much flattened them with almost no damage. I'll just shoot them because now they're not going to be able to go very fast. We're going to have them wait, actually. We'll have everybody wait. The spider's too slow to get anywhere. Fortunately, the swordsman can't get there, but it made it so they can't do any attacks. And the swordsmen here, the knights, I should say, should get to go first. And oh, because of the attack of the other enemy before, here, let me show you that. he's getting poisoned. That's what that effect is. So every time his turn comes around, he's taking a few points of damage from the poison that the spider had put on him when he attacked him. Which isn't too bad for these units, because once again, these are both two high-level units you won't have at the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, we'll lose them once the tutorial's over. Sometimes you just gotta rotate the camera around. Seems like there's gonna be treasure over here. Wait, what is that? Background. No, maybe not. I thought for sure there'd be some treasure over here. Egip. Guess not. Well, we may have gotten most of it already. Which is fine. Maybe I missed something. I don't actually know. And apparently there was a spider there I didn't notice. Whoops. Not that it really matters. Like I said, once again, the spiders, we can mostly just kill them. Because they're just not high enough level. Let's move them up. Like, we could have them wait. There's no point because they're such a slow unit. Same thing with the peasants. We can move them up. They'll just die. Unfortunately, they're just not a strong enough unit. Unfortunately, horsemen can't actually reach anybody this time. We'll just move up. Well, because of his ability, he's moving back and then attacking to get that bonus damage we were talking about before. Also means he's going to take a lot of damage because he's out here by himself currently. Unfortunately, our knights are so slow that by the time they get there, well, we'll just leave them there to help defend the bowmen. By the time they get there, the battle will be almost over, unfortunately. Now see, so by these spiders attacking the horsemen, they avoided a counterattack because my horsemen had already used it. If they'd attacked the knights here, they would have taken a counterattack. That's just the kind of tactics you want to use as a player also. Oh, nice. We got a critical hit. A higher morale increases your odds of getting a critical hit. Morale's huge. The higher you can get morale, the better. Oh, wait. I thought there was another spider, but I couldn't remember. Iron Tooth. Plus 20 to leadership. Nothing great, but we'll take it. Hey, take what we can get at this point in the game. What's this? Anything? No. Doesn't appear there's anything. It appears that's all there is, I think. At least that I'm seeing. So we'll want to go. Where was it we came in at? Over here? No. Where did we come in at? Oh, shoot. I'm gonna get turned around. Wasn't it over here? Oh no, guess not. Well, once we find our way back, we'll go back. Maybe we'll go back. Oh shoot, I got myself turned around completely. So what I'd normally would advise, if you do get turned around, is to try to use the mini-map down here. Normally you can see where you're going on that. I thought it was behind this cage here, wasn't it? No, apparently not. Well, we'll leave in a moment, apparently. There we go. A bunch of bats. Huh. So, have you found the treasure? My legs are numb from standing here. I'm going to be late for the feast. I think I found what you need. By the way, what is that strange luminescence that I saw above the buried chests? Wow, the boot. So that's what I put in the dang chest. I've been looking for it for a whole month and could never find it. It's been rusted through for a long time. A luminescence, you say? Ah, that's your gift revealing itself. It's a pretty rare gift, I should say. Humans with such gifts are able to find secrets hidden in the ground. Treasures, for example. That means I've passed the test. Yes, you passed. Well done. Well, well. Oh, look at this. The coins that I hid for a rainy day. They're still here inside the heel. So about the test. Yes. Let's consider everything in the right order. So, the rescuing of the princess. Not bad, not bad. But dragon hunting, to be honest with you, it's not your strong point. You could become a good evil spirit slayer. You passed the test, so that's good. There's one more thing. The last test you passed brilliantly, and I think you can become a fine treasure searcher. Yes, to tell you the truth, it's been a long time since I've seen a student who had such potential for becoming a good treasure searcher. Besides, with your gift of seeing treasures, this gift should serve the benefit of the Darien crown. So, regardless, if we had told Iron Richard here to choose for us and skip the tutorial, he would have made us the Royal Treasure Seeker. So, either way. Of course, all that sounds pretty good, but I've always dreamt of glorious feats, not about hunting treasure. Don't worry, your future life will be 1,000 times more interesting and dangerous than you've dreamed. You'll explore deep caves, high mountains, and faraway countries. Probably all Andoria will know your name, Christian. In the name of all the Council of Mentors of the Knights School of Darien, I, Chief Mentor Iron Richard, proclaim you to be a full knight. Be honest and fair, carry the title with pride and dignity, and may your deeds for the glory of Darien and your knight's honor bring you fame throughout the centuries. I serve Darien. I am recommending you for the royal service as a treasure searcher. Here, take these reference letters to His Majesty, King Mark the Wise, and don't forget your teacher. Come by the Knight's Temple whenever you like. I will always be glad to see you. After these years together, you've become almost like a son to me. Young, high-spirited, and certainly talented. You'll become a fine knight. Now get out of here. They're waiting for you in the castle, and I've got a couple more of you knuckleheads that I need to test. Well, thank you, Mentor. See you later. I don't know why he's complaining about being late to the feast then earlier. Sheesh. Let's make sure there's nothing in here anywhere. Real quick. I don't see anything. Oh, no. We're going to leave the tutorial area. Young man, I am the King of Darien, Mark Lenore II. I was informed that you are the youth who is applying to be our official treasure searcher. But let me ask you, what are your qualifications? This position is too important to entrust the job to the first comer, and indeed you are not the first to apply. Here are the letters of reference from my mentor in night school. Reference letters from the night school, you say? Ha ha! You are a better candidate for the position of court jester. A bowl on your head and a wheel in your hands. How amusing. I truly apologize for my ridiculous appearance, Your Majesty, but truly I have come to you from my mentor, Richard. Please read the letter. Oh, so it is you, Christian. Iron Richard told me quite a talented and promising young man when I raised the subject of the new treasure searcher. I hope you'll be able to handle all your new responsibilities. So it is decided. Of my royal will, I, the King of Darien, Mark Lenore II, do declare the knight by the name of Christian to be my royal treasure searcher, and confer upon him the title of Viscount and all the regalia which thereto append. I'm happy to serve you, Your Majesty. And now, Christian Taylor, You are to take up the first task immediately. We shall see if you can manage to find our missing plugins. Recently, a tax collector was robbed as he was bringing some plugins to the castle. The crime was committed by a robbers gang on the eastern road. The robbers escaped, and the guards who were sent to chase them collected only a small part of what was stolen. You shall recover the rest of the loss, all 400 plugin, and punish the robbers. No problem, consider them as good as found. We'll consider as soon as we have something to consider. I can't even see a single plugin at the moment. I'd like to clarify, what is it I'm looking for? What are plugins? It's very simple. We have replaced the old tax system by plugins, special tokens made of precious metal. Every citizen buys a certain number of plugins from us annually. Plugins are a symbol of honesty and loyalty to Darien. They give the people the right to elect a mayor, or to be granted a loan, even place their sons in court, or evade prison by receiving a royal pardon. Thus, all the right-minded people receive the protection of the crown, and the sale of these plugins assures that the kingdom's treasury remains full. Excellent idea. Thank you for the explanation. Alright, let's exit out for just a moment. And I think we will stop right here. And then next time we'll get on to the main quest and actually get the game going. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.